Good evening, nation. Let's hit it.
For us to come home in front of my family, fans, Raider Nation, the Black Hole.
Raiders! Goddamn right.
What is up, Raider Nation? Welcome to the inaugural episode of Raiders Unfiltered, brought to you by your boy right here, J Raider. Salute to everybody. Salute to the nation. Salute to my people in the chat, holding it down. As always, I appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. If you are new to the show, welcome. Do me a favor, check in, hit that, smash that subscribe button. Help to support the show and help me bring you guys more great content every week, 3 times a week. So make sure you guys smash that subscribe button for all my ride or dies, all my regs. Make sure you guys hit those thumbs for sure. Help me spread the word of the Raider Nation out in the algorithm out there. So make sure you guys smash those thumbs. But this is the first. I've been doing Monday shows, but now I really labeled this show Raiders Unfiltered, kind of like an overreaction Monday, but just bringing it to y'all raw. So we have a lot to talk about. My guy Leo, spread that Raider gospel. Yes, sir. Yup, for sure, man. We got to. Really quick before we get into it, because we do have a lot to talk about. Shit, I'm still riding high off of yesterday, still feeling happy. And salute to my guy Leo. Literally, I'm still rocking my "fuck the Chiefs" shirt. So if y'all want one, make sure you hit up my guy Leo Chiolinas on IG. I don't know what you have available in stock, but I'm pretty sure the sizes are doing the links. So make sure y'all hurry. Go ahead and get your "fuck the Chiefs" shirt, because you just don't have to wear it for this week. You wear your hatred for the Chiefs can be verbally and visually displayed all year long. So make sure you hit my boy up. Get your shirt. He has the hoodies too. So it's wintertime. It's cold out. So you can say "fuck the Chiefs" and still be warm about it. So for sure. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. My guy Jeff, _Raiders boosters in the building. My guy Raider Food Chris, appreciate you tapping in. My ride or die. 831 Raider salute. Thanks for tapping in, brother. Yes, sir. We're gonna make this show fire. 100%. Desert Raider, thanks for tapping in, brother. Salute, salute. And everybody else out there joining us as well. But we just got done with the Super Bowl. The season officially ends today. So no more football until August. It's a kind of hard thing, but for the Raiders, the news doesn't stop. This is an exciting offseason already for us, and we still have more shit to come. Literally, free agency is right around the corner. Combine is too as well. So we have those things looking forward to in the next upcoming weeks and months. So, and then the draft literally in April. So a lot of things, and before you know it, we're there. But I did want to go ahead and kind of do a quick Super Bowl recap of yesterday's game, and I hope you guys are still riding that high of yesterday. Because fuck, man, I mean, it was almost like us going out there and winning that motherfucker. I'm just so happy not to see the Chiefs three-peat, not for the, happy to see them not win another one. Man, I didn't know if Philly could pull that out. I was crossing my fingers the whole time. I think I was crossing my fingers since I think beginning of the week, last week. But they came through. They had one job to do, and they fucking did it. Thank goodness. But what a great game yesterday. Greatly executed by Phillies, by the Eagles. 40-22 was their final score. And some of that 22 points was literally got in the fourth quarter. That was all basically garbage time from Mahomes. But here the tail of the tape literally was the Philly defense showing up and neutralizing Mahomes and the offense, making them literally one-dimensional. They essentially stopped the run game, forced them to go through the air, excuse me, and we see that. So total yards, it was 345 to 275 for the Chiefs. Passing yards, Eagles only got 210 to 226. And that's where we saw that, one dimension taking place. And that's why we see a little bit of a discrepancy, but we're almost even at that point. And then rushing yards, Eagles 135 to the Chiefs only 49 yards. I believe Patrick had about 26 or 30 yards of that, something like that, out of those rushing yards. But really, the name of the game was the turnovers. Turnovers. Chiefs had 2 interceptions, and that strip fumble on Mahomes. I think was it late in the fourth or something like that. I forgot exactly at what time that happened. But it was that strip sack fumble to Mahomes. And literally, really what stands out of this game was 6 sacks on Patrick Mahomes. That is insane. They're one of the teams aside from us to go ahead and do that. So that's really what stood out in that game is that they had Patty's number all fucking day. And the surprising thing is that they really didn't blitz. I think they didn't blitz once in that game. It was just literally the front four taking it to them and applying pressure to Mahomes, throwing off his rhythm. So this was something that the Philly defense was just prepared. I think they probably took a couple pages out of certain games that happened throughout the year. I'm pretty sure we're one of them. But the Eagles defense destroyed the Chiefs. I can fucking actually say that shit. They fucking destroyed them. They literally put they almost pretzel Patty Mahomes at the end with that strip fumble. That was insane. But they controlled that run game, allowing them only 49 yards and made them one dimensional. So um, this is, I think this is something where a lot of teams now are going to look at this and like, okay, could this be possibly the blueprint for beating the Chiefs? I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Is this something where um, this is basically, is this the cheat code to, to take out the Chiefs? I mean, I hope so. And I think honestly, this is something that we started back in right before Christmas of 2023. And that Christmas Day miracle um, in Kansas City, right? As you guys know, that was a 20-14 victory, and very similar stats to what was played yesterday. And I kind of went back to kind of look at those highlights and look at those stats, excuse me, to kind of see uh, what we produced um, defensively in that game. I know it was more of a defensive show, with us really having a hard time putting anything, um, you know, as far as offensively for us, but defensively, I think we put about 4 sacks on them. Um, we had a we had that big interception by Jack Jones, um, and same thing. It's just holding the Chiefs to under 100 yards rushing. That's literally the name of the game. So once you take away that aspect of their game, you really make them one dimensional. And as we saw, they had a hard time trying to come back. The difference is between the game that we played then and then obviously the game yesterday. I mean, the players are far better, obviously, but the one thing is that Philly did not stop scoring. And I was doing the live with Jeff, that watch party, and we're saying, hey, these guys cannot stop. These guys gotta have to keep the foot on the gas till the wheels fall off, because you cannot let a team like the Chiefs get back into the game at any point. You can't, because these guys are good enough where they can fucking put up two or three touchdowns within within a matter of a quarter. Let's just be real. That's what they can do. So, um, you know, salute to shout out to the Eagles. I mean, they did the damn thing. They put up 40 points, and that was the difference maker. They said 30, they went 40. So, um, I think this might be the recipe for really being able to go ahead and beat the Chiefs, is doing it on the defensive side, and also being able to go ahead and put up points as well, where you need to go ahead and put up 30 plus points in order for you to go ahead and beat the Chiefs and hold these guys to at least they had them less than 10 points up into the fourth, and by halfway through the fourth, um, that's really when they started scoring their points. But the game was out of reach. So again, this was garbage time. What those couple touchdowns that Mahomes hit at the end. So for sure. But let me go to the chat real quick before we keep on going, because this kind of opens up a little bit. Um, you know, as far as what we can do for us in this upcoming season and this off season. Um, could this mean we potentially even beef up more our defense? I mean, our defense is is pretty good. I mean, we got guys that are coming back. I mean, Maxx is rehabbing right now. Wilkins is going to be rehabbing. Um, I believe Ja'Cory Bennett is another guy that was out in IR that's going to be coming back. So there's certain guys that were out that we lost throughout the season that are coming back. These are not including the free agents that were injured that are also going to be potentially could come back. That's if you re-sign them, right? So, but before we go any further, let me go ahead and hit up that chat because again, chat lives do matter. And again, I appreciate everybody tapping in with me on this Monday night. Again, if you are new to the show, I appreciate you guys jumping on. Welcome. Make sure you guys check and hit that subscribe button. Help me continue supporting the show. Help me grow. I am trying to get to 400 subscribers. I'm just shy of 300. So make sure you guys go ahead and hit that smash button if you're feeling what you're hearing, for sure. And then I'm on 3 days a week. So I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays with my guy, Cheetah Linus, Jeff New England Booster, LV Raider 10, and we do the Raider Connection. And then on Saturday mornings, Good Morning Raiders. And that's a guest spot show. And I do the damn thing every damn Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific. So make sure you guys turn on notifications for those for sure. But let me go to the chat real quick. So my guy, Raiders Fool Chris, this season's gonna be wild. Yes, sir, it will be. My guy Leo I'm still see you walking with Kendrick. Fuck yeah, bro. For sure. Free agent Fresney in 4 weeks. It's about to get wild, y'all. It's literally when free agency starts, I'm gonna just be on my phone waiting for those updates to come. And y'all know sometimes it just comes back to back to back to back. So it'll be crazy for sure. Raiders for Chris Mahomes ain't no goat for sure. Facts, bro. He ain't no way. Yeah, 100% is the way through the D. My guy Leo, Mahomes rules in effect. AP started the Eagles. Started it. The Eagles have the players to do it. Facts, bro. And that's what we saw. PG and AP kind of laid out the foundation, but really it was the Eagles that took that and really applied with it. There was other teams, obviously the Bills, they also had some success, but that was more of a kind of shootout. But really where the defense really took effect was when we have our games. I mean, we got to play these guys twice a year. So we need to figure out something where we can actively neutralize them every game that we go up against them. And if we build this team right, we're going to end up playing possibly 3 times a year. It's going to be crazy because they most likely will end up in the playoffs, either by winning the division again, or if we win the division and they have to go through wild card, right? So we might end up facing them 3 times. So we really need to kind of figure out what we need to go ahead and do defensively. But at least now we know that Mahomes does get rattled with pressure, obviously, right? My guy Justin, appreciate you tapping in. Point blank defense wins championships. Facts, bro. Facts. Let's see. We need a dominant online for sure. Yeah. Salute to my guy EC Everett. Appreciate you tapping in, brother. My guy Billy Davis, appreciate you tapping in. My guy Rafa, appreciate you tapping in, brother. Raider with the Raiders, appreciate you, brother. What is good? Philly Pods, BTA, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate everybody tapping in on this Monday night again. Make sure you guys check and hit that subscribe button. Hit those thumbs for sure. Appreciate everybody supporting the show for sure. But let's go ahead and kind of get back into it. Obviously, Raiders started the foundation, for beating Patrick Mahomes. We did it in Christmas of 23. And then we almost did it Thanksgiving. Literally lost by 2 fucking points. So now we are starting to find some success versus the Chiefs. What do we do from here out? Right? Do we beef up this defense, or do we still continue to focus on the offense and really rebuild that offense? Because it does need to be there. There does need to be some attention to that. Obviously, at the quarterback position, there's other positions as well aside from quarterback that need to be addressed. But knowing what we just saw, do you guys think we need to go ahead and beef up um that defense? That is a good question, right? So my next segment is, do we stay at number 6 and get a defensive player like Mason Graham or Will Johnson? What do you guys think? I'm about to go ahead and post that up on the first poll of the night. So make sure you guys, as soon as I post that up in just a second, you guys go ahead and put it on your vote, because I'm very interested in what you guys have to say about that. And there we go. All right. So let me know. You guys, let me know your thoughts. Who would you, if we're going defense? So let's say Pete and John say, you know what, we're gonna stay put. We're not gonna go up. We're gonna see who's available at 6. From those two defensive guys, who would you guys want on your defense for this next coming season? These are the two, because I put these two guys up. I didn't I didn't put Abdul in there because most likely than not, he'll be gone by number 3, by the 3rd pick. Maybe even the 4th, right? If he falls that far down. I don't think so, but most likely, I think this guy is going to be projected to go number 1 overall. We'll see, right? But by the time it's our turn, I doubt he's there. So I didn't put him up there for that very reason. So this is more of a realistic thing. You guys, let me know your thoughts on that. But really quick, before we even continue on this subject, did want to address a quick rumor. And I think this happened within the last day or so. Looks like Tennessee might want to go ahead and trade down for their number 1 pick. Should the Raiders go for that? You guys, let me know your thoughts on that on the chat. Light that chat up. Should the Raiders make a deal with the Tennessee Titans for the number 1 pick? Because if you guys know, if the Raiders do that, that means they're getting Cam Shador. That's the only reason you would go up there. Potentially maybe Abdul Carter, but I mean, the real dire need is that quarterback. So what do you guys think about that? Should the Raiders go down? Should the Raiders go ahead and make that deal with Tennessee to get the number 1 draft pick, the number 1 overall pick for this year's NFL draft? But again, let me go ahead and hit up that chat. Appreciate everybody tapping in. My guy Armando, what's up, brother? Appreciate you joining me on this Monday night. Mosa Raider, after that game yesterday, I am really interested in Jalen Milroe. I feel like his game is similar to Hurts, and he will thrive under Chip Kelly. I'm not sure, man. I'm not big on Milroe, because the question is, he has arm strength, yes, but it's his accuracy that I'm really concerned about. So I don't know if he can get it done. I don't think you necessarily have to get Milroe to be able to go ahead and do that. You can stay, you can not go and trade up for a quarterback and stay at 6 and get somebody defensively at 6, or possibly offense. But I think if you do that, I think the move to go would be defense and get your quarterback in the 2nd round or even the 3rd. It is quite possible, but I don't know if Milroe will be the guy per se. So, we'll see what happens, obviously. But yeah, salute to my guy Arnie. Appreciate you tapping in. My guy EC says Let's go get Will Johnson. Arnie says trenches are everything on both sides of the ball. Facts, they are. So for sure, we got to address that offensive line. That's going to be key there as well. And if you guys remember Pete Carroll saying that they are going to go ahead and really invest on protecting the quarterback, that's going to be their main focus. So doing it on both sides is going to be a priority. But more offensively, of course. But let me just ask you, I mean, how cool would that be if the Raiders stay at 6 and they get Mason Graham? Now you got Crosby, Wilkins, and then Graham on your trenches, on your front line. Fucking insane. Insane. You definitely there got your guys to go ahead and put that pressure on Mahomes and get Mahomes. 100%. You keep and you bring back Adam Butler, that's another threat right there for sure. Salute to my guy Armando. Appreciate you. Let's see. My guy Raiders Fools Chris says, I voted Will Johnson because I'm hoping we'll bring back Adam Butler and with Wilkins. Facts, bro. So we'll see what happens. Shopkey says, no, God, no. Don't go and get that. No, don't make that deal with Tennessee. We need to trade down, bro. Okay, so that's the other possibility that you can go down from 6 and trade down to a lower draft pick, like anywhere between 12 to 25, 28. And you can get Dart at that under 20 pick and give him that 5th year. If the rumors are true and the projections back up the data, that Dart might go up into the 1st round. It's still very early. I don't think he will. I think he'll stay in the 2nd round, but potentially could be a bottom of the barrel 1st rounder. So that could be potentially there. But EC says the draft is deeper at D-line than corner. So I would take Johnson at 6. That's one of the premier corners. Potentially the next Seawood, some people are saying. So that would be a very good acquisition if you do that, because you can still get a tackle in the later rounds. You can do it in the 4th or 5th. You'll still have some quality there. So for sure, but getting a Will Johnson, that would be cool. Let me see. Arnie, we can't give up that much draft capital. Who is our most important player to re-sign? Spillane's going to be the first guy that you need to re-sign for sure. Normally I would say Maxx, but Maxx is already in. That's a whole restructure extension type deal. You just need to make sure he's happy, he's good, which you just need to make sure he got that guarantee money, and it's a sizable one. You just can't, pull a Josh on that, and you wouldn't. Not with Maxx Crosby. You wouldn't, definitely. So let's see. Arnie says franchise tags will be put on T. Higgins, Trey Smith, and Sam Darnold. How will this affect us in free agency? I don't know if it will. It could be. I would expect that more for T. Higgins. I don't know about Sam Darnold. They could potentially do that, but they might let him test out free agency too. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. To be honest with T is going to be expensive. Again, you're looking at anywhere from like 30 to 35 per year on a 3 or 4 year contract. So yeah, it's going to be fat, bro, for him. And we haven't figured out the quarterback position yet. Sam Darnold, same thing. If you do go for Sam Darnold, like I was saying on my boy show, Rundown show earlier, that's a commitment. If you're going to go for Sam and you're going to pay that amount of money, that's a commitment. Because like he was saying, that dude is not, he's 27, 26, 28, somewhere around there. He's in his late 20s. he doesn't have that much time left. So he's going to want to get paid, and he's going to want to go ahead and really be able to be a franchise quarterback somewhere. So you're gonna that's a 4 to 5 year contract. That's a commitment. If you do that, I don't see you do like being aggressive and go out and getting a chemistry door. You could, but I don't see that happening. They'll probably lean back and either best player available or potentially trading down to get more draft capital and getting like a dart or something like that um, later in the first. So we'll see what happens, but that's something that could potentially happen. Shopkeep, Darian Porter, cornerback. He's 6'4", fast as fuck. That's cool. I need to look into him. But yeah, that 6'4" man, 6'4" corner. That's you're now contesting every 50-50 ball that gets thrown up there. Because you have the speed and the height to be able to go ahead and stick with these guys. So that's good to know for sure. Let me see. Arnie says it's way too much to give up 2 first rounders and Tyree Wilson for Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, I mean Tyree, whatever. I mean, it is what it is because we've been waiting for Tyree to sprout his wings for the last 2 years, and we saw little glimpses here and there, but really still not up to expectations, right? So you can part ways, but giving up those the 2 first, that's going to sting a little bit. So it only depends what they decide to do on free agency. If they're going to go for a quarterback, and like I said, if you go for a Sam Darnold and you're going to go ahead and pay that amount of money, you're committing to him. That's a commitment. And you're really going to go ahead and put that quarterback your draft, because we're going to draft a quarterback no matter what. It's just what round are we going to do it in, right? So if that's your intention, you're really going to put that Jackson Dart, Will Howard, Kyle McCord, whatever, whoever you get, Dylan Gabriel, whatever, you're going to put him behind Sam Darnold for the next few years. That's essentially what you're saying right there. So I don't know. I'm not even going to entertain your crap today, Jeff. Stop it. Love you, brother. Oh man, yeah. My guy EC Everett. No to Dart. He is inaccurate. He doesn't throw with anticipation. Kiflin's offense is a one read routes, so he isn't used to reading defenses and throwing to guys open. Yeah, that's part of it. He does run that one read offense. So again, it just depends who they get in free agency, right? If that's the route they want to go in. They're going to stick him behind there, and he's going to work with Chip Kelly to broaden his horizons, right? And learn how to read do multiple reads and kind of get out of that, kind of collegiate novice level type of reading and be able to elevate his game, because if not, he's gonna have a hard time in the league for sure. You can't run an offense on a one read type shit. It's very difficult to do, and it won't work. It won't work for sure. Let me see here. Jay, looking at all the poor free agent class, who would you sign to help our offense and our defense? All right. I was looking at quarterback before the show started. I personally like Justin Fields. He's on the cheaper end. We might be able to go ahead and stretch him out, keep him for that 1 or 2 years, possibly 3. And I think he'll probably do pretty well in Chip Kelly's system, right? You got wide receiver. Chris Godwin is a name that we've thrown out there before, so that's a guy could potentially come over as well. So I wouldn't go for T. Not until I know that we got that part figured out, right? Um, but Chris Godwin is somebody that we can potentially go for as well. You got a couple of names out there. You got Keenan Allen, you got Mike Williams. I don't know about those guys. Stephon Diggs, he's already getting up there. Pretty sure not as not the same as he was once before. So he may or may not be an option. Um, but I mean it's still kind of slim pickings. You got running back, Nick Chubb is there, Najee's there, Aaron Jones is there. I don't know if you bring Aaron over to Vegas, um, maybe, but I mean he's going to cost a lot. But he's on the higher end. He averages about $7 million per year. Najee's on a little bit lower end. He's about three. Um, I know there's some concerns about Najee. Same thing for Nick Chubb. So I don't know. You can bring in you can bring in Nick Chubb for like a 1 or 2 year deal, and you just want him there for that veteran presence to really help whoever you draft that running back because most likely we will to really understand the game and really understand what uh, really kind of lead the way there, as opposed to just kind of leaving it up to the rookies to kind of figure it out themselves. So defensively, let me see what we got. You got Reddick available. I don't know if they're gonna keep. I don't know if the Jets are gonna keep Reddick or not. Um, you got Ward out there. Uh, let's see. You got Justin Reed, who is going to be a free agent. You could potentially go after him. You got DJ Reed over at the Jets, so that's somebody else that you can potentially go after as well. But as far as like O line, there's not a lot of people, so I don't know. That's gonna be one to figure out. But O line, that's something I feel like you can draft that as opposed to getting through free agency. My guy Desiree says no on Aaron Rodgers, no on Sam Darnold. There you go, facts, bro. We'll talk about Aaron Rodgers, but I am not with him. I am not with Aaron Rodgers. I was open to that 2 years ago when Tay was here, and we really didn't have an answer at quarterback. Card had just left. That I think would have been a better timing for us to be able to have that relationship. But now with Pete and Chip, I don't think that's going to mesh too well. And I'll go into that a little bit later in the show, but that's a good one for sure. My guy Justin says draft Howard in the third. There you go. Trade a 6th round for Joe Milton. I don't even know would they take a 6th round for Joe Milton? I don't think the Pats would. Oh, let's see. My guy because Jeff would want to trade Maxx for a kicker. No shit, bro. He'll trade him for magic beans at this point. Jesus Christ. My guy Arnie says I like Fields, Harris, Kevin Jenkins, Spillane, Merrick, Butler. You agree? Yeah, I mean I agree, bro. That could be something that would work. You definitely keeping Spillane. Merrick, I would love to see him come back. Same for Butler, but obviously, we'll see what happens. I think they might try to keep both Merrick and Butler, and obviously Spillane. I say Spillane because he really stepped up and became the heart of the defense. Excuse me, when Maxx went out, and he was there, man. So I definitely would like to go ahead and see him back. So appreciate my guys, Slum Life, tapping in. Godwin, accident prone of we get cheap, maybe. Yeah, so same thing. It's about if we're able to get some of these guys cheap, potentially, right? My guy Arnie says, do you think Lockett would be a good fit with us? Yeah, I mean, potentially he could be a good fit. The thing is, he's still under contract. You would have to go ahead and trade something with Seattle to be able to go ahead and get him. I think he has one more year on his contract, and after that, he's done. So we'll see. Um, let's see. So Marion Hampton. Fuck yeah, bro. If you can get that guy, get him. So that might be. So when we've done mock drafts, normally Hampton goes in the second. So it'll be interesting to see if Spytek and Carroll trade back into the second to be able to get a guy like Hampton. And expect that could potentially happen. They are notorious for doing that. So they go up and down the draft board. That's kind of their MO. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But let's see. Arnie says Jerron Reed, defensive tackle for Seattle, is available free agent. Do you like him? I gotta take a look at him. But potentially, man, yeah, we'll see. Zach, Pat ain't taking a 6 from us. Oh, we'll give him a 6 and Minshew. Deal or no deal. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Quarterback for quarterback and a draft pick. That's not bad. See, Rayful's Chris is on the same page. Just trade Minshew for Milton. Oh man. Arnie says, who do you start on the other side of Max? Coons, Chase on, or Wilson? Choose one only. It all depends who are they going to keep from Coons and Chase on. Most likely Chaseon's going to stay because he's going to be the cheaper one. Coons is going to be the thing. How much are you going to want to stay? Remember, he's coming off a big injury too. So we don't know how he's going to come back, right? The trainers, Raiders would know more than we would. But those type of injuries are kind of tricky. So I would say Chase on, but if Kuntz stayed, it's probably going to be Kuntz. So Wilson, he still hasn't come out of his shell yet, man, and he probably will never will. So I don't know, but he can be definitely a guy who can. He's stepped up his game, but he can be definitely an alternate where he's subbing in for these guys as well. So yeah, we'll see. But let me go ahead and go to the next one, right? So obviously, if you do trade up to that number one, you make deal with the Titans. That is going for either Cam or Shador, right? But let's say you don't. Let's say you stay at 6. Do we now change our perspective in this draft? Do we stack up the draft with defensive players too, like a linebacker, cornerback, edge? I mean, let's say we get Mason Graham at 6, you got your defensive tackle covered, right? And especially we have like Adam Butler coming back, it's even a better thing. But do you go out and get a linebacker? Do you go out and get a corner? Do you go out and get another edge rusher? Knowing that in order for us to really be able to neutralize Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, we're going to have a really solid defense, a top 10 defense to be able to do that. I think we're like projected to be top 15, or I think we're top 15, something like that. Despite the injuries, right? We've injury plagued this whole past year, knocked out half of our defense. Most of our stars were out. Something almost unprecedented. It's just crazy. But we're having some of these guys come back, but then now they're free agents. So it's like, okay, what are we going to do at this point? Who do we resign? But if you're going to let some of these guys walk, does that mean that we take part of that draft and start stacking up some of these defensive players for depth or as an upgrade to what we currently have or are going to lose? Again, what are you guys' thoughts about that? because I feel that's a very good question now that kind of the landscape has changed a bit. Now that we're seeing the kryptonite of the Chiefs, does that mean that we, especially us in the division, do we go ahead and stack up defensively for that? Um, we've done, like I said, we've done my grabs. There's potential gems out there defensively, linebacker, corner, edge rushers, tackles, you know, that we can potentially get. It's a little bit more, there's a little bit more, I guess, talent defensively more than offensively. But I mean, there's just you got a deep running back class. You still have a pretty good sized running back class in the draft. Quarterback is thin as we know, but and then obviously you have an okay class for offensive linemen as well. So it'll be interesting to see how we go ahead and kind of move in this draft. But again, I think knowing the way that Spytek and Pete operate, we might see them go up and down the board. But again, you guys let me know your thoughts on this. I'm going to go ahead and check this poll real quick because I asked earlier, who would you guys draft at 6? If we say at 6, Mason, if we're doing defense, if we're going defensively, do you get Mason Graham or Will Johnson? Because most likely Abdul Carter will be gone. Travis Hunter will be gone. Both of these quarterbacks are probably going to be gone as well. So they won't be there. So you'll have Mason Graham and Will Johnson. So right now, currently, Mason Graham is leading it with 53%. You have Will Johnson at 47% with 17 votes currently casted in. So make sure you guys go onto that poll, cast your vote, let your voice be heard. Let me know your thoughts on that because that is it's a really good question. If you're going defensively, because Pete's a defensive guy, he's a defensive-minded guy, who would you get? It's very, very, very interesting question right there for sure. But again, let me go ahead and go back to the chat. Appreciate everybody tapping in with me on this Monday night, chopping up post Super Bowl talk. And this kind of, we can kind of start opening up that talk into the way that we're going to go move into this offseason in free agency, but especially this draft, to either we can beef up this defense a little bit more or really stick to focusing on the offense, getting a quarterback, getting our running backs, our receiver, our linemen, really focusing on that to be able to produce points on the board. Because this is the thing, you guys, a lot of you guys said defense wins championships. You're right. But also, in that game, the defense got them in great position. Aside from that pick 6 from Dejan, because Dejan, just a shout out to Dejan. That dude literally had the fucking game of his life. But they put him in key positions and key field position so they can go ahead and score. And the Eagles capitalized. That's something that we weren't able to do this past season. Our defense kept us in the game, but we can never go in there and be able to capitalize. I mean, we had trouble scoring from the 1-yard line. Come on now, right? So offense is almost equally as important as defense, right? So it's a good question to talk about. It's which side of the ball are we really going to focus on, So, but again, let me go back to the chat. Appreciate everybody participating on the chat. Chat lives do matter. Salute to everybody tapping in. Make sure you guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you're feeling what you're hearing, make sure you turn on notifications that do drop shows. As news happens, I go on. So make sure you guys don't get left out in the dark. You stay in the know. Turn on notifications, hit that subscribe button, and hit those likes for sure. Appreciate everybody on this Monday night. Let me see here. Arnie says we can draft both Trey Henderson or Judkins in the 3rd round. You down? Maybe, bro. Maybe. I mean, again, it all depends. you could potentially draft. You could do both of them, right? If you get another third, even better. You can get an extra player there. Because what I've seen, again, this is just a simulator, but usually the mocks have Judkins or Henderson, or both Judkins and Henderson. Usually Judkins more being picked up in the third round. After the third, if you go into the fourth, Judkins is usually gone. Henderson sometimes pops in and out, but I would be safe to say they both get picked up in the third. So, my guy Zachary, appreciate you tapping in. Pete Carroll's going to take Henderson to solve the running back situation. Chip's going to bring in Mariota to bridge quarterback for Cam Ward. Possibly, Trayvon Henderson. That's probably going to be something that they will most likely try to go for. I don't know if you bring in Mariota. The only thing with him is that he does come on the cheaper side, but his reliability sometimes is the thing that kind of worries me. I mean, obviously they try to put him at a starter in Atlanta, and that didn't work out too well. And now he just did a stint in Washington. Didn't have too much playing time there, so it'll be interesting to see if that's something that could potentially happen. But I don't know. I think they might go out for somebody of a little bit higher caliber. I don't know. Justin says Tom Brady can get the hook up. I hope so, bro. He's been trying to set shit up, so I hope he does keep on doing his thing. Excuse me. Slum Life. I don't want to trade up if it came down to it. Cam Ward is only QB I would take. I don't even want Shador. He's a diva like Dion. The only difference, Dion was a baller. There you go, man. I think, yeah, I agree. I don't think you trade up, right? I wouldn't. No, kind of seeing what I'm seeing now. Shador might potentially fall to 6, and I keep saying that his draft capital is going to be falling, and I think that's what's happening. It keeps on falling. I don't think he's most likely not going to be participating on the combine. So he's going to be a first rounder. The only thing at what pick is going to be that first round pickup, right? So Shador might potentially fall to us. Cam most likely will probably be picked up by the Giants. So we know if this rumor is true by Tennessee, they didn't want a quarterback. They're not interested. Or they might go ahead and kind of delay their pick in quarterback to a later round. So their priority is not at quarterback per se. If not, they would stay at 1. If the rumor is true again. So it'll be interesting to see. I personally would not want to trade up for Shador, knowing that we can potentially get Shador. Maybe Cam, that'd be probably the one that'd be worth it. But I don't know. I don't know if Brady and Mark would want Ward. That might be more of a Spy Tech Carroll pick. And that's even if they're on that same page that they want Ward. So we don't know. But that is interesting. Zachary, as an Eagles fan, I hope Shador goes to New York. He has bus written all over him. We'll see, man. We'll see. Arnie says, would you trade Michael Mayer for a 3rd pick, Jack Jones for a 4th round pick, AOC for a 4th? I wouldn't trade Michael Mayer. Jack Jones, I would be down to trade him for a 4th. AOC for sure for a 4th. I don't know if they give you a 4th though, but you can certainly try. They'll probably give you a 6 for him. I don't know, my boy. That's how I see that one. Raider Flu Chris, I like Mariota, but he's really an upgrade. Is he really an upgrade from AOC? Yes, because he can run, but in that they're sort of the same. Their decision making sometimes is questionable. But the advantage that Mariota would have is that he's the mobile of the two. He's way more mobile than um, than AOC. Because if you guys remember, when he was a Raider, they used him for with Carr. They used him kind of as that dual quarterback thing, and literally they would just have him go ahead and run the ball. That's literally what they use him for. Or eventually they'll throw a pass out there here and there, but they really had him running. So I don't know. I don't see him as an actual upgrade from ALC. And if we do get somebody from free agency, you want an upgrade. You don't want to have another Minshew where it's literally another competition battle where these guys are kind of the same and you don't really know who's going to beat out who. And you want somebody who's decisive, like, hey, night and day, like this dude fucking he can do circles around you. That's who you want to get. So let's see. Some Life, we also need a linebacker. Help Divine Diablo. Isn't it? We tight ends ball on us like Kelsey, but even no name tight ends kill us. Facts, bro. So I don't even know. Yeah, probably Diablo's gonna be gone. I don't know. We'll see. Another thing too, depends how much he wants. Raiders may or may not keep him. I don't mind parting ways for him, but I agree that we should go out and get another linebacker. I like that kid from UCLA, Ovalejo. I heard he's really fucking good. So keep an eye out for him. We might just get him. And Pete still going back to Cali. He's right there. He's in the know about that. USC and UCLA play at least once once a season, so he knows about that kid. So keep an eye out. Arnie, Butler, Wilkins, Graham, and with Max and Chase on, Wilson would be a great D line. Facts, brother. That would be a really good line. Again, just that Wilson just be alternating, man. But that front four would be sick, bro. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who else you get to put in that interior aside from Graham. I mean, I think there's Alfred Collins from Texas. He's another potential guy that you can pick up as well. So we'll see. I heard he's really good too. So we'll see what happens. But let me see here. My guy Rick L, appreciate you tapping in. I am on the Mason Graham train. Facts, man. He's a guy that you cannot overlook. So it'll be interesting to see if we stay put at 6, are we gonna pick him up? That would be fucking awesome if they do. Definitely would not be mad at that. Arnie says, Senior Bowl standouts: Gray Zabel, Josh Beck, Mike Green. Who do you like, or do you like for our schemes? I like Zabel. I do like Mike Green. I think there would be good pickups if we do decide to go ahead and go after them. So we'll see. Some Life. I know both Myles Garrett and Max say they would love to play on the same team, but they will both have to agree to a team-friendly contract to do so. Probably it's not all money at this point. I think I'm gonna disagree with that slightly. I feel it is about the money for Max. I don't think he wants this huge contract right now. Really, what he's looking for is he wants guaranteed money, right? He's getting older. He's still a young guy. He's only like 27, but the way he plays is so intense. It's so 150% when he's out on the field. He wants to make sure that he's covered in the event of another injury, right? Because I mean, if you keep playing that way, you don't have a long shelf life. And he may have maybe about 5 more years. left. And that's if he keeps playing at the rate he keeps playing. Now, if he were to tone that down a little bit, maybe take a one snap out of the drive off, then maybe he can extend that a little bit more, or just kind of readjust his game to where he's not out there all the time, right? But it's Maxx Crosby. It's not going to happen. So he just wants that guaranteed money. For Myles Garrett, it might be that way where it's not about the money, and it looks like it's not that because he wants a championship. The only problem is that we're not at that point yet. So why would he want to come here, right? I think that tune might change once we start putting certain pieces together. We might look better fit for him. But at this point, the way we are now, we don't look good. We haven't figured out our quarterback. We have a pretty good setup on defense, but obviously we have guys on the chopping block that may or may not stay. So we'll see. My guy Zachary, Raiders' first 3 rounds should be Will Johnson, Jahad Campbell, and Trayvon Henderson. Backs. I like that lineup, bro. I like that lineup. But you're you saying that you would get well, no, you know what? So when are you looking to get your quarterback? Are you looking to get him in the 4th? So you're looking to get Howard in the 4th. Let me know. That's interesting, but I like that. I don't hate that for sure. My guy Justin, the trenches matter. They do matter. We saw that. So we saw that in that Christmas Day game versus the Chiefs. I mean, I forgot who the fuck, literally strip sacked them too, and then fucking ran it back for a touchdown. We kind of put the blueprint out there, like we set that up. We show that you can beat Patrick Mahomes. You can beat Patrick Mahomes at home in Arrowhead, something that a lot of teams cannot do. We're one of the few teams that were able to do that. So we put it out there for sure. All right. Rick L says Zabel in the 3rd round. There you go. My guy Desert Raider. We need guards. We do need guards. Hopefully that's something we can pick up between the 5th and the 6th round. Now remember, we have 3 6th-round picks coming to us as complimentary picks. So we'll be able to go ahead and get some guys around that round. So it'll be interesting who we get though. So Rick L says Mason Graham is a game wrecker for sure, bro. Let me see. Justin Brown. Yeah, Zabel's a hog. My guy, EC Everett, Dre Greenshaw from San Francisco to replace Diablo. Masterson as backup. Draft Jahad Campbell in the 2nd round and re-sign Spillane. I'm mad at that. So I'm interested to see who you guys draft. When you guys draft your quarterback. Nobody has said nothing on that part, but I just want to know. But these are all good. I like that. Yeah, Rick. Eagles got to Mahomes without blitzing. There you go. So they didn't even hit one. But I thought they hit at least one blitz. No, I think so. Their front forward literally just took it to his ass. They literally just beat their offensive line, which is fucking insane, right? But yeah, that goes to show if you have enough talent in that front line, man, you're gonna do some damage. But you need to make sure you also have a good secondary to go ahead and back you up, because I think we had at one point a pretty good trench on D line, but we kept getting smoked in the backfield. We kept getting smoked, in the backfield. So our corners and safety we're not the best, and we just give up the long ball a lot. So we just need to make sure every base is covered, for sure. Zachary, Jags are taking Mason Graham. That kid is a dog. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see who they decide to get. But yeah, that could be potential for them. My guy Justin says Anthony Belton is a dog and could be the future left tackle too. All right. My God. Let's see. EC says Marinovich, Jamarcus Russell, Mark Wilson, and LaMonica. No. I don't know what he gets. I don't know what's that about, bro. Man. Don't say Jamarcus, man. You can give me some trauma, bro. I want to forget that guy. My guy Rick L. Crosby. Okay. Crosby, Graham, Wilkins, and Coons could be phenomenal. They could be, man. I am not mad at that. Let's see. Tommy freaking Eichenberg will be back up, not Masterson. Gotcha. My guy, Ja Raider, salute to you, brother. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for joining me on this Monday night. ESPN, Brady is eyeing Sanders in the draft night. Expect a trade coming draft night with us getting number 1 or number 2 pick. Possibly, man. Possibly. Let me drink. All right. Yeah, it could be potentially that could potentially happen. There might be a last minute pick. If this rumor is true with Tennessee, you're gonna have a few teams trying to buy in. Obviously, Cowboys might be one of them. They're always looking to do fucking crazy moves like that. But probably realistically, we may want to take a stab at it. I think Cleveland. Cleveland either can stay at 2, and I think if they stay at 2, they're probably going to go ahead and try to get Abdul Carter. So it'll be interesting what happens draft night, but it's going to be wild for sure. Going to be wild. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my throat. Still trying to get over this fucking lingering cold and shit. It's fucking crazy. All right. Let's see. Wilkins and Graham at DT would be nice. It would be nice. So, y'all getting Sanders? Appreciate you tapping in, Javier. Don't know, man. He could possibly land to us at 6. His stock is still falling, so he can definitely be there at 6. We don't know. But the thing is, would we want to go ahead and go up and trade for a higher draft pick to make sure that we get him? I don't know. Most of us are saying, nah, we might want to go ahead and kind of chill on that, bro. We got options. And we do have options at quarterback. So Jackson Dart's one. Will Howard is another one. Obviously, with having Chip there, that continuity, knowing how that offense is run, it's going to be big to have a guy like Will Howard there that knows how to run that offense to the T the way you want to run it, even if it's a variation of that. They'll just know. You cannot not look at Howard at this point. So for sure. Rick L. Jenkins is too old, and Butler's a good rotational player. Facts. Let me see. My guy Ernest, appreciate you tapping in. How beautiful them Eagles was. How about them Eagles? That was beautiful. It was so beautiful, bro. I was happy, man. I'm still happy. I'm still rocking my fuck the Chief shirt. So, it's an all year long thing for me, I definitely want to let them know how I feel. My guy AC, defense wins championships, but 3 and outs lose games. Facts, bro. So you need to have that complementary offense to the defense. It is still important. We saw that offense is still relative. So yeah. My guy GTA, appreciate you tapping in, brother. Did you see Taylor Swift get booed last night? I didn't see her. I think they only showed her once and I missed it. I think me and Jeff missed it with Christopher Raiders as well. So if they did, I don't doubt it, bro. I don't doubt it. My guy Jaw. To be realistic, I think Brady is a real GM. Is a real GM. Brady in control for QB. Remember, Mark Davis said Brady will help find the QB. Now hearing expect to trade. Possibly, man. Again, I don't think it falls now solely on Brady. He fucking definitely runs the fucking shit. But I think with having Spytek and Pete there, you need to have a consensus. Everybody needs to be aligned in the vision, right? So the quarterback has to be in that alignment. It's going to be interesting to see who they're going to want to get, right? I would love to be a fly at the wall when they're talking about that. I'm pretty sure they've already talked about that. It's hard not to talk about that because that's the biggest question for the Raiders. Who are we going to get at quarterback? We know AOC is not going to be it. That's for damn sure. Sorry, Jeff. Let's see. Rick L. I want Hampton or Caleb Johnson in the second round. Facts. That would be awesome, bro. I mean, you don't necessarily have to get Caleb in the second. I think there's times where I have seen him. I'd probably say like half of the time he's there in the third round. So you can potentially kind of wait off a little bit and roll the dice, or you can if you haven't gotten any quarterback in the first, or you're gonna wait until the fourth, then I think something like that would make sense for sure. All right, my guy Raiderfuls Chris. Eagles fans are having a reunion here, or what? Ha ha ha! Congrats, but guys for taking down Mahomes and the rest for sure. Facts. They are here because we did the post game reaction show yesterday to the Queefs literally getting their asses handed to them. So salute to all the Eagles fans. Appreciate you guys tapping in, stopping by, saying hello. Congrats to you guys. You guys did it. Enjoy your victory, and obviously you guys gotta try to run it back next year if you guys can. But you're gonna have 31 other teams trying to take that away from you. So it's a tall order. That also includes us in that list. So make sure y'all ready for it because we coming. My guy Arnie says, imagine Fields, Harris, Henderson, Myers, McMillan, Mayer, Bowers as an offensive skill position players. That is a deep class, my friend. Yeah, I mean, Fields, Harris, Henderson, Myers, McMillan, Mayer, Bowers. I mean, you literally revamped the offense right there, man, and that's a contender. So we'll see. Josh says Chip won't trade Mayer. He needs both tight ends. So yeah, I hope he keeps Mayer. I would love for him to stay. I hope they don't move on for him, or I mean trade him away. He still has a couple more years on his rookie deal. So if they do, that's a trade. But I hope they don't trade him away. So we'll see. Here you go. My guy Arnie says DJ Reed or Ward cornerback would compete with Jack Jones, Bennett, and Richardson. Love that. Yeah, that'd be a really good competition for sure. Ernest, free agent Zach Bond is a free agent linebacker. Let me go to linebacker. I think I did see his name earlier. I am on it right now. He is, and that dude is not expensive. He's about $3.5 million average on the salary. So I mean, obviously, look, he had a really good game. I'm pretty sure he had a pretty good year with Philly. They may want to go ahead and keep him. I don't know if they would, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna have the first strike right there on whether or not they go ahead and keep him. So, but that could be potentially somebody that we might go after. He's on a little bit older. He's 28. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we know that he can ball. That's for damn sure. So we'll see. Let me see here. I thought I had another question. Okay, I guess I didn't. All right, but I'll come up with one for you guys in just a second. But another thing I wanted to go ahead and throw out there um, is since we're talking defense, and I think somebody said it earlier. I mean, Miles Garrett requested a trade from the Browns. Do you trade for Miles Garrett? Again, that also answers that question at defensive tackle. Could that be something that the Raiders might possibly go ahead and go out and do? Get a trade for Miles Garrett. I don't know if you do that. I think that the Browns might ask for a lot. Um, might have to give up some draft capital to make that happen and some cash. Um, if it's just player to player, it'd be different, but they're probably gonna ask a lot. He's considered the best defensive player in the league, so you're gonna ask for quite a bit. So I don't know if you make that trade. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the chat because that would be sick. If you guys think about it, it'll be Max, Christian Wilkins, Miles Garrett. That I would normally say I feel bad for Patrick Mahomes, but I wouldn't. Um, I would have a field day seeing those guys go after Mahomes all day, every day, for sure. Um, the other question I got for you guys is that would you trade for Matthew Stafford? Man, so we're talking about quarterback, the free agency market, slim pickings. Most likely, it looks like the Rams might move on from Matthew Stafford. They might make a trade for him. They might trade him out. So would you want to go ahead and see the Raiders go ahead and go out and get a guy like Matthew Stafford for this next season? Let me know. You guys let me know what you think on the chat. Again, appreciate everybody tapping in on this Monday night. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys smash the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. As news happens, I go on. Also, I do three shows 3 days a week, so make sure you guys are tapping in for those. Turn on notifications. Hit those like buttons for sure. Help me spread my algorithm out there and spread the word, like my boy Leo said earlier, spread the gospel of the Raiders to everybody out there. So make sure you guys keep supporting the show, help to keep the lights on here, and help me bring more great content to you guys week in, week out. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe and like button for sure. Appreciate everybody tapping in on this Monday night. But yeah, those two questions are pretty interesting, and I'm actually going to go ahead and post that next poll up now. And let me kind of go over this poll that I had. Again, I asked you guys earlier, who would you guys draft at number 6 if you decide to go ahead and stay at 6? Mason Graham or Will Johnson? 60% said Mason Graham. 23 votes casted. There you go, Mason Graham. Looks like we're gonna focus on the tackle. So I'm not mad. I love that. Love that. I think that would be a fucking insane thing to have those three guys in the trenches. So it would definitely be a problem for a lot of the teams out there. So that would be a great move to do if they do decide to stay at 6. So interesting. Interesting to see what move do the Raiders actually do in this next coming draft. So I'm about to put the next question up, so make sure you guys are ready for that in just a second. There we go. Yeah, again, Let me know, you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. All right, cool. Yeah, let me go ahead and hit up that chat for sure. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Artie says we have to keep Warwick and IPM together for the next 3 years. Yeah, for sure. Um, let's see. Looking forward to playing the Super Bowl champs next year in Philly, bro. That would that would be fucking sick. That would be sick. My guy Ja, Brady and Pete don't mess around. If you don't want to be here, then you're gone. Brady wants winners. Dude's trying to win 10 rings at this point. Facts, brother. Facts, man. Talk that shit, my guy. Right. I mean, we're in a win now mode. We're not in a win now 5 years from now. Everything that's being built is for right now, or at least for next some aspects for next year. I don't know if we're able to do everything this year, but they're gonna try to get there as close as possible. But anything that they do, it's gonna be set up for the following year. So even if we don't get far, we'll be prized to make a good run in 2026. So it'll be interesting to see for sure. All right. All right, guys. Salam. The Max and Garrett was a hypothetical. I know it wouldn't happen. One can only wish. Never say never, man. I mean, we could potentially pull our own Laker trade. Look at the fucking map. Look at the Mavs now, bro. AD just went down for 4 games or 4 weeks. Excuse me, not 4 games, 4 weeks. So that trade is looking terrible and terrible by the day for the Mavericks, and then the Lakers are literally looking like a fucking the geniuses savant with that fucking trade. I don't be surprised if they fire the Mavericks GM at the end of the season if they don't make the playoffs, because that'll probably be the worst trade um, in franchise history for sure. But we can definitely pull one out on our own. I mean, it's just, are we willing to do that? That's a real question that we got to ask ourselves. Are we willing to go ahead and bet a lot? And I don't think you'll bet the farm, but you can definitely. I mean, I believe in Spytech. I think he can get it done. I think he can will it deal it to our favor, to our advantage, especially with having Garrett really be adamant about getting out of Cleveland. So if that's the case, we might be able to take advantage of that. But I don't know. You're still gonna have to give up something for sure, for sure. Arnie says we got 2 picks in the third for yep, we did. My guy Hulk Smash, appreciate you tapping in. I think a lot of fans are going to be surprised when we let more players walk than we think. That's going to be facts. Um, they are going to be players that we're going to let walk. Diablo might be one of them. Nate Hobbs might be another person. Epps might be another person. Um, who else? Madison is on. Madison and Abdullah are free agents as well. Chase on is a free agent, but they're not going to let him walk. They'll most likely keep him. Same thing for Butler, Spillane for sure. That's almost automatic. I don't know who else they would let walk. Kuntz could possibly walk. Again, it just depends how much money are they going is Kuntz going to ask for, and that could be the determining factor. You got to remember he's coming off a big injury. He may or may not be the same. I don't know if the Raiders are willing to go ahead and take a risk on somebody who is coming off that type of injury. So it is yet to be seen. But yes, there are going to be players that are going to walk for sure. Let's see. My guy, Raider Food Chris, compete for your position. Facts, brother. And that'll be the theme in this offseason and in training camp. Compete for your position for sure. Zachary, this is a horrible QB draft. Next year's class is much better. It is better, but I don't know if Raider Nation can wait another year. That's the thing. So I feel they're going to draft a quarterback. Again, we just don't know what round that's going to be in. Is it going to be in the first round, or is it going to be in the second or third or fourth round? It would be interesting to see for sure. Eugenio Sanchez, appreciate you tapping in. I saw a video where Eagles fans were beating each other up. Bro, I saw a video where they literally took out a light post, bro, like a traffic light. Literally, they ripped it out from the ground and carried it off like it was a fucking trophy. It's fucking insane. We told them last night. I'm like, hey, congrats to you guys, but don't fucking destroy your city, bro. Like, it's great and shit, but tell them to dial it fucking down. Gotta have a parade somewhere. Can't be on fire when you have that parade. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. I haven't seen it today or anything like that, but I did see that crazy ass video of them walking off with the traffic light from the street. So my guy EC says free agent wide receivers I will look at: Josh Palmer, Chargers, Taiwan Wallace, Ravens, and bring back Mac Holmes, Bills. Look for Royals bench or Noel in the draft. Facts, brother. I like Mac Hollins. I hope we can get him, bring him back as a fucking Raider. That dude is a fucking lunch pail guy. He's a blue collar guy. He'll go out there and do the thing and find a way to put up numbers for sure. He'll put up touchdowns, man. Very dependable wide receiver there. It was sucked that they let him go when they did. I thought he was going to stay longer with us, and unfortunately that wasn't the case. So we'll see. Let's see. Somewhat, I think Philly might go again next year. They might just depends who they keep. And then obviously who they draft, but I think they have most of their core players coming back anyway. So we'll see. Josh Sweat is a free agent. I feel Philly might try to keep him. If not, the Raiders will take him. Yeah, possibly for sure. Okay. Arnie says Pete Carroll trust level at a 9. What is trust level in spy tech? So I don't know what the scale is. Is it 1 to 10? So 10 being the highest. If that's the case, I say about 8. Spy tech is a smart guy. He knows what the fuck he's doing. I mean, he helped to bring Brady over to Tampa. Then it was Gronk. After that, more notably, I mean, you got that running back that they got. Damn it. I forgot his name. I knew his name off the top of my head. Let me look it up because this is gonna kill me. Running back. Bucky Johnson. Was it Bucky? Yeah, I think it was Bucky. Was his name. So he helped to go ahead and Oh, my bad. Bucky Irving. So he helped to bring Bucky Irving over to Tampa. So we saw what he did this year. So I have faith in him. I think he can get the job done. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, obviously. But yeah, I definitely trust him to do what's right and not overreach. That's the important part that we have to go ahead and kind of keep in mind now. We can't overreach for players. We can't overreach for a quarterback. So I don't know if we do this trade with Tennessee and then we try to go ahead and get a Cameron Shador. Like I said, if Shador might will fall to us at 6, that could potentially happen. I don't know if we go up and get one. With having options at quarterback. It's not the best draft class. It's not like last year's, but also keep in mind, last year, a lot of teams had a necessity for a quarterback. So, obviously, we still got to keep in mind not to overreach for a quarterback. But obviously now, with the news coming out, and I don't know if you guys heard, but Pretty sure you guys did. Jets are not gonna bring back Aaron Rodgers. So what does that mean? That means Aaron Rodgers is going to be available potentially, if he decides to go ahead and play another year. And that's the question here. Because right now I think he's on vacation or some shit. He's not even in the country, but I think he's due back next week or something like that. And eventually he'll do the shows and all that, and we'll know fairly soon whether he's going to play or not. But that's the question, right? Do you go for Aaron Rodgers? I am not a proponent of that. Again, like I said earlier, that would have made sense to me 2 years ago when we let go of Carr. We still had Tay. That should have been something that we could have paired up right there. And could have made that work a little bit better than we do now. Because I don't know if he meshes all too well with Pete and Chip. This is the thing about Aaron Rodgers is that he is a type of individual that I've heard that he likes to be the smart guy in the room, right? He's the Mr. Know-it-all, wants to be right. Not only that, loves to be in control, right? With these guys and the shit that they're trying to go ahead and do and set up, I don't know if that meshes well. I don't know if that's going to be a vibe. And that is important. They all have to vibe well. We purged quite a bit of the drama. We don't have, really necessarily any divas, here anymore. So we need to try still to keep that to a minimum. I mean, Max says what Max says, but that is because he's trying to use the public light to influence his contract. That's really what it kind of stems from, right? I don't agree with that because he has the ear of Mark Davis. They have a close relationship. He knows at the end of the day he's going to be taken care of. They're not going to let him walk. They're not. Spytech has already hinted at that. Carroll literally called him out in that presser the first day. Hey, Max, make sure you guys let him know. We're coming for you. We're going to find you guys. Yada, yada, yada. They're going to take care of Max. I'm not worried about that. Why? That's why we're hearing Max is like, I'm looking more optimistic at this team and all this shit. Because he knows he's going to get a bag at the end of the day. He's going to get everything he wants. And he's going to be able to go ahead and hopefully retire as a Raider. I hope he does. I would love that for him. I love Max. But that's kind of what it stems from. But having a guy like Aaron Rodgers come in who we saw literally he's probably the reason why Robert Saleh got fired. I don't know if we want that here for us. He's not worth it on a 1-year contract. It's not. There's too much baggage for that. That's what I think. That's my opinion. I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's guys out there because we're so used to seeing those shiny objects, we tend to levitate to that and try to see like this guy might be the answer. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it creates more problems than it does a solution. So, that might be something that we kind of think about and see, hey, does really Aaron Rodgers fit in this team the way that it's set up right now with this coaching staff? We got to ask ourselves. We got to ask that question. Does he really fit? We got to look aside from like, okay, this guy can potentially get us to the playoffs. Yeah, but remember, Aaron Rodgers is 41 years old. He's not that mobile as he was before. His accuracy sometimes is questionable. So I don't know. I don't think he'll be the guy. But well, you guys let me know what you guys think, and I would love to hear. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that for sure. But again, let me go to the chat. Appreciate everybody tapping in with me on this Monday night inaugural show of Raiders Unfiltered, and I hope I've been keeping it unfiltered. I feel like I have. So, but again, I appreciate all my people. I got about 30 people in the building. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Make sure again hit that like and subscribe button for sure. Let's see here. Okay, I think this is okay. So I'll go to my guy Jaw. There's reports that Brady was furious with AP winning more than winning two more games. Jags and Saints. AP posted on ID story he was a Giants player mocking Brady when he beat Brady back in Super Bowl. I don't know if that's really beef. I mean, I think he just been. I think it was the anniversary of them of the Giants beating the Pats. I think that's kind of really was like okay, that type of message, but I don't think it's like a beef message per se. We could be wrong. I don't know, but um, my guy Slum says, I even wore it. It was a good day Ice Cube shirt because it was a good day. Casey lost the day after. It was good. Fuck Casey. Facts, brother. I'm glad you rocked your fucking Cube shirt. That's just fucking tight, man. It was a fucking good day for sure. My guy EC says Howie Roseman won't overpay for Sweat or Williams. He'll just reload in the draft, possibly. Let's see. Arnie says, would you cut Minshew, Andre James, Zamir White, or Jack Jones? Minshew is going to be the first one to go on that block, bro. I know we eat the cap on that dude, but honestly, the only way you would keep Minshew is if you plan to trade him away. I don't know. I don't see him working out really good in this system. Mind you, he played piss poor during the season. We saw what he can do. Even if you build him a line, his decision making skills are very questionable. It's just terrible judgment. I wouldn't fuck with him. I would keep him to trade him away. That's it. That's the only thing I would do. Get some type of use out of him. So, Andre James, you can also let go, but Zamir, same thing. I would not cut Jack Jones. I would not for sure. My guy Rips with Chris Jeff. I'm with you, AFC 2025, but this is his last chance. I don't even know if you give him a last chance, bro. Nope. He ain't the one. He ain't the one, bro. My guy 805, appreciate you tapping in. Thanks, brother, for stopping in and saying hello. On this Monday night show. Inaugural show of Raiders Unfiltered. Appreciate you tapping in, brother. Let's see. My guy Slum says, yes, let's get rid of Zamir and Jack Jones. He's bad. He gave up 10 touchdowns. He looks good when he jumps. He jumps around, but that's all. He also can't tackle. Yeah, so I like Jack. I think if he adjusts his game a little bit and not bite so much, I think he'll look better. He does need to fucking tackle better. I think that's that business decision. And that's the thing that I don't like about him. So, but we've seen sometimes where he does get the tackle, but yeah, he needs to step up his gameplay. But I think he's on another year. But it'll be interesting to see if they do cut him. I'm not surprised. But I hope it doesn't happen. Personally, I like him. I don't know. So let's see. EC, I'm drafting QB in the 5th round or later in this draft. Damn, bro. Jesus Christ, that's late as fuck. Who the fuck are you gonna draft, bro? Or fucking Riley Leonard? He was probably the only ones that's still gonna be there. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, Kendrick Lamar fan stopping by. How did you like the halftime, bro? Your boy killed it. It was fucking on point. Me and my girl were actually talking about it. It's probably she said it's one of the most exciting halftime shows that she's watched in a long time at a Super Bowl. So that says usually those halftime shows are not really all too good. So, but they hit it they hit the nail on the coffin on this one for sure. My guys, I'm looking forward to a lot more 2 tight end sets. We have 2 dogs at tight end. Yes, facts. Hopefully they get both Mayor a little bit more touches. Brock's our guy. We know what he can do. But if you can utilize Michael Mayer a little bit more, that'd be sick. Just fucking, because they're gonna bite on Brock. That's gonna leave Mayer wide open. So hopefully, we get something going with Mayer for sure. Zachary Tyler says Zach Bond is not going nowhere. I think so too. I don't think they let him test free agency, but who knows? We'll see what happens. But Slum says also Jacorian Bennett was awesome before the injury. He'll step up in year two. Yes, man. I hope so because you know what? That was somebody that I was really looking forward to, and his fucking stock was skyrocketing. It was an upward trajectory. And it just sucked that he fucking got that injury, man. He tore his shit, and that was it. So hopefully we see a better version than him in this next year. I'm very excited to see Jacorian come back for sure, and that is definitely going to be another weapon for us out there at corner. But let's see here. Arnie says Eagles will franchise tag Zach Bond. Possibly. I wouldn't put it past them if we do. Let's see. My guy Jeff, we need a franchise Z White. He was a real deal this year. Really? Okay, I know you're being sarcastic, fucker. My guy EC said someone asked about Raiders first round picks at quarterback. I guess Marinovich, Marcus, and Mark Wilson, LaMonica. That was out of left field. Oh man. My guy Slum. Eagles players will work well as a group. Hopefully they will sign. If we sign any of them, hope they produce for us for sure. That's if they let these guys walk. We'll see. I don't know. Um, my guy, yes, easy. Jeff is drinking the good stuff. Oh man, that's funny. Let's see. My guy Arnie says no high price band aid. Stafford, Rogers, Darnold, Cousins. Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, like I said, if the Raiders do decide to go after Darnold, that's a commitment. You're literally going to go ahead and possibly give that guy a 4 to 5 year contract, maybe 3 year, but nothing under 3 for sure. Doesn't make sense. It just for that kind of money, you got to give him like a 4. He's probably going to be asking 4 for 30, somewhere around that range. I don't know, but it'll probably be there. Raiders for Chris. I'm down for Stafford as a bridge. And if you do get Stafford, that's probably going to be the case because he's about 37, I believe. So he doesn't have that much time left. And he'll probably just retire after that. So we'll see. Slum says, I like Will Johnson. I also wouldn't mind Stafford only as a bridge and a mentor to the Joey Ricky facts, bro. That's the only reason we would go out and get a Matthew Stafford. I mean, he can sling it. We know he can play. We saw what the Rams could do. You just need to put a good offense around that dude, and he can get it done. Definitely a mentor to any rookie that they sit behind him for sure. 100%. Let's see. Zachary says the Raiders should trade for number 6 overall to Philly so they can help us take Abdul Carter. Well, what are you gonna get? I mean, what were you gonna trade ones and what else? You gotta put some incentives there, brother. Shit. We didn't give you 6. We're gonna take your first or second, first next year, possibly another third, man. But let me just tell you something. If you're hoping to have Abdul at 6, you ain't gonna be there. No way. No way. Let's see. EC says, I think Raiders have too many holes and FAs to sweep for the fences at QB this season. I would rather flyer on a Fields or another low cost bridge while they build up the roster. Facts, brother. Talk that shit. I agree, man. I like Fields. I feel like he would be the best one to go ahead and be that bridge for the next 2 years. That's it. That's all we need. So we'll see what happens. But let's see. All right. Mike Dunn, you're welcome, Raider Nation. My Eagles got the job done for y'all's division. There you go, man. Well, hey, congrats to you. You guys enjoy your victory. I hope you guys didn't fucking tear down that city, man. Because it wasn't looking too good the other night. But yeah, salute to you guys, man. You guys did it. Basically, the whole nation was cheering for you guys to beat those motherfuckers. So glad you guys were able to do it. Still rocking my fuck the Chiefs shirt, so for sure. Let's see. Josh says Adam Schefter, Devontae Adams is still open to joining the Winers. Good luck, quitter. Yep, can't put it past them, bro. EC can't afford Garrett and Max can't afford the lost picks. Yeah, that's the thing, man. You're gonna have to give up something. So, I don't know. It's crazy. Mike says, Philly fans are in Philly are crazy from, I'm from Colorado. Okay. There you go, brother. Yeah. I'm down south from you. I'm on Albuquerque. Well, that's good. That's good. That you're not over there because it was crazy. Like I was saying earlier, I saw the video clip. They took down a traffic light and they were just like hauling it off like a piece of log, out in the crowd. So it was insane for sure. But let's see here. Zachary Super Bowl champion Mike Hans is a real life Tarzan. This guy. Let's see. My guy Slum Mac Hans is a Raider. He's hell of a blocker too. What we need, yeah, man. I would love to see. I would love to see him back as a Raider. I hope they really do take him. Do try to go ahead and get him back, man. That'll be a good weapon to have. We saw what he can do. He's a solid guy, and that would be boost for that wide receiver room because literally all we have is Jacoby and Trey. That's all we got, bro. And they're full. Trey is under 6 foot. I mean, Jacoby, I think, is 6 foot, but that's all we got, man. We got nobody else. We had like fillers from the practice squad, but we cannot run a serious offense that way, for sure, for sure. Um, let's see here. EC, would you rather re-sign Chase on and go after Chase Young, who hasn't lived up to number 2 overall, but is solid and would ball with Max and Wilkins? Um, I would definitely sign Chase on. Um, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind going after Chase, but I mean, Chase on is what you need, bro, because we know we know what he can do. Now that PG is back, they're just gonna continue to build from there, bro. So we'll see what happens. Salute to you, NJ Beast. Appreciate you tapping in. Are you from Jersey? Let me know, man. I like see Raiders draft Sanders. Yeah, we'll see, man. He could, like I was saying earlier, he could potentially fall to us at number 6. Might be if he does, we're getting him, no doubt about it. But I would like to stay at 6 and see what happens. Or if we're gonna do that, like I said, just wait at 6, see what happens. You don't like what you see. Pretty sure anybody will want to go ahead and make a deal. For sure, for sure. Raiders fool Chris. I hope we get Sanders, but I have a feeling he might go to the Giants. Yep. Maybe. They might get Ward, bro. They might get Ward. The landscape is changing, and if somebody makes a deal with Tennessee, that could go many different ways. So we'll see what happens. NJ Beast, yeah, man, we have signed Bond. That guy went to middle linebacker, and he just went to All Pro in just 1 season. Yeah, man, that kid is that kid is good. Like I'm saying, I think he stays in Philly. I don't think they let him go. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see. All right. My guy Rich was Chris. Rogers is scared of the darkness, bro. He probably is, man. We'll see. All right, my guy Mike. Just an Eagle fan who cares about y'all's franchise and everywhere as a Raiders fan. That's cool, man. Salute to him. Salute to you. Again, congrats on you guys' win. So let's see. Josh says we got to give credit. We got to give Mark Davis credit for giving Brady part of the Raiders. If we start winning, props goes to Mark for allowing him to be part owner, while fans were throwing shade at him because of Tuck rule. Bro, I mean, that's you got to think about it like this. I mean, that Tuck rule, bro. That shit set us back a fucking season. It's hard for me to get over that, bro. I mean, I'm barely getting over it, but it is hard, man. I mean, look, I can kind of oversee that because of what type of business person that Brady is, and obviously his high football IQ. Say what you say, you might not, you hate the dude or whatever. That guy knows business, and that guy knows football. Bottom line, he look at Brady. He has his hand in a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Guys own like the guy is a part owner of a fucking airline. No Bull. That's a clothing company. Bunch of shit. So he has his fucking hand on a lot of shit. Part owner of the Aces too. He owns the fucking Raiders. Man, come on. I mean, why wouldn't you want that guy helping you in your own business? You mean, come on, and what better business than the Raiders for sure. Sanders Bar connection would be nice. Maybe go get DK Metcalf too. Possibly again, it would depend, Beast, if who we get a quarterback. That's literally the question that we have to go ahead and ask. So still yet to be determined. We'll see what happens for sure. Let's see. Zachary says Sanders will get demolished in Vegas. Dude has zero pocket awareness and is slower 99% of NFL D linemen. Well, I don't agree with that, brother. The pocket awareness is not you're kind of right on that. But if we build up that O line, he's not gonna have to go ahead and really worry too much. Obviously, holding onto the fucking ball is an issue that they definitely need to go ahead and work with him. You can't get away with that in NFL. So I don't know if he gets demolished. I think obviously they're probably going to have him sit and kind of learn the way it goes in the NFL. One of those being like, look, you got to make sure one, you don't hold on to the ball. Two, you got to be aware of your surroundings because they're going to come after you. We're going to build a lineup, but even that, you got to be ready. You got to be ready for sure. So we'll see. My guy EC says extend Max, dump a huge signing bonus, and backload the contract to lower his cap number. Facts, brother. I like that. I think that's probably the way they're gonna go ahead and do it. They're gonna go ahead and try to get, they're gonna go ahead and extend them. We just don't know the number. He wants guarantee money. That's what he wants. He wants to make sure if he gets fucked up, he's still going to get paid at the end of the day. So he eventually, he wants to retire as a Raider. That's his ultimate dream. You got to try to get him that golden parachute as much as you can or close to it. So we'll see what happens, right? But yeah, let's see. NJ Beast, Brock Bowers, best tight end in the game as a rookie. He's only gonna get better. Yep, sky's the ceiling for that kid. Gonna get better, man. Those Georgia Bulldogs. I don't know what the fuck is in the water out there in Georgia, but those dudes are good, man, for sure. And again, I appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate everybody joining me on this Monday night. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for sure. Help keep supporting the show. Help me keep the lights on here, bringing more great content to you guys week in and week out. Also, make sure you guys hit those thumbs. Help me increase my algorithm, help the algorithm out here, and support the show. Appreciate you guys, every single one of you on this chat and on the show today, tapping in. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. Mike Dunn Goldberg has plenty of years left. Honestly, eventually, 5 years, he'll probably draft a new one. Okay, just a beast. All right, let's see. Raiders for Chris. I heard Chargers might be getting Tyreek Hill. Maybe. I think that'll probably be a better fit over there, man. I don't think it'll be a good fit here in Vegas, but San Diego, sure, for sure. I was wondering, what was it, 106 mil? We dropped to 96. I'm not sure how we dropped. Maybe somebody didn't have all the facts or anything or whatever. So yeah, I don't know how it dropped. From like, it was like 108, it was like 100, then 108, and then now it's like at 92. So maybe it's just the difference in the figures that somebody finally actually got to update that or something like that. So that could be it. Let's see. EC says Dylan Gabriel in the 5th, Tyler Shudo in the 6th. Okay, there you go. Salute to my guy Geo Max. Appreciate you tapping in with the Raider Nation. Thank you, brother. Thank you for tapping in. Let's see. Let's see. Mike Rose is on my team won the Super Bowl. Congrats, brother. Again, hope you guys didn't destroy your city too much. He said we should have beat the Chiefs 2 years ago as well. Yep, there you go. Let's see. Arnie says, who on our offensive line are our weakest links? Well, I'm gonna say for one is gonna be Jeff's best friend, Parham. The next one is gonna be Andre James. So though for sure Parham we can definitely move on from. And Andre James, I mean, we can keep him. He could be a depth guy, or they can move him to guard, because I think he played guard for like 1 or 2 games. So we'll see. NJ, you guys need to go get a running back for sure. And on this draft, we might get 2. You never know. Or we might get 1 in free agency and another one in the draft. That might go down. Who knows? My guy Josh says Morrig wants to test free agency, no comeback Mo. Not necessarily. I mean, he could. So see, this is the thing. You're saying you read that he wants to test it. I read, that the Raiders are letting him test the free agent. So I don't know. It's a he said, she said bullshit, or he said shit. So I don't know. I hope we can keep him. I really do. So we'll see what happens. GeoMax, fun fact: both Broncos and Chiefs were outscored 70-0 in the Superpower against, Super Bowl against the Seahawks and Eagles going into the third quarter. Talk about getting shit on by the Birds. Oh man, my guy Raiders Chris. I'm hoping we get Henderson and Scatterboo. That would be a fucking good 1-2 combo, bro, for sure. Facts. Let's see. Here we go. My guy Scopey, appreciate you tapping in, brother. Just want to say thank you for all the consistency on YouTube. Appreciate you doing the drill for the game for sure, man. Thank you for tapping in. If you haven't done so already, brother, go ahead and give us a subscribe. Keep supporting the show. Appreciate you, brother. For sure, 100%. My guy Raider Chris, I'm excited to see our new GM at work. Spike Tech heard a lot of good things. And I'm telling you, man, this guy's notorious for going up and down the board. Same thing for Pete Carroll. Don't be surprised if we're moving and those after that day 1 or even in the first round. You never know. They might be able to get back into the first round and might get 2 first-round picks. It definitely could happen. You never know. These guys, they're notorious for doing that. So it's going to be a good one. I hope I can get to see all the movements for all the rounds. I am going to try to see if we can do. I'm not gonna go to the draft. I know Leo and my guy. I think Rendell's gonna go. My guy Chris Protect the Shield, MC Raider. They're gonna go to the draft. I'm not. I have my kids. I'm gonna have a baby really real soon. So I gotta be here. I gotta take care of the fam. So but I plan to do a live for that draft. Um, and we can all experience this shit together. That'd be pretty fucking cool. So and that's something I kind of wanted to do last year. And I didn't really turn on the channel until like literally right after the season started. So, but this time around, we're gonna do a draft show. So, it might not just be by myself. It might be like Jeff or who knows. We're gonna figure that part out. We got some time, so we're gonna see what happens. Turf might go, so I don't know. I don't know who exactly is quite confirmed who's gonna go. So it just depends. But I know at least for myself and Jeff, we're not gonna go. So I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna do a live show. I don't know if I'm doing my own or hopping on one. That's gonna be the question. So we'll see. Um let's see. Mike Dunn Carter's gonna be gone, top 3 for sure. Probably gonna be number 1 overall. I don't know. Carter goes to the Browns. That'll be highly likely, especially that Myles Garrett wants out. Let's see here. Zachary Tyler says we just need to trade up from 6. We'll trade up to number 1 from there. It'll be like the Wentz trade in 2016. It could possibly be that. It might be if they do it, it's gonna be a last minute thing. They might pull the trigger last minute. It's just a rumor yet. I don't think Tennessee has confirmed, but I think the leaks have gone out that they possibly want to get out of the number 1 overall pick. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. NJ Beats. Are you from New Jersey for sure? Let me know, man. Salute to my East Coast fam. Everybody watching out in the East Coast. Thanks for tapping in. Love to Raider Nation out in the East Coast, holding it down for sure. But NJ says Mahomes was lost and confused. I said, fuck yeah, bro. You see that dude's face? He was just he didn't know what to do, man, for sure. My guy, Salam, are you from Albuquerque? I'm right outside Alamogordo, New Mexico Raider all 40 years. Yeah, brother, I am in Albuquerque. I've been out here for quite a few years. Been coming out here for about last 15 years. So, but I've been living out here for close almost to 10. So getting up there for sure. Alamogordo is about 2.5, 3 hours away from me. So yeah, not too far, brother. Cool. I'm always glad to see and meet other people in the state that are Raider fans. Obviously, especially Albuquerque, because that way I'm able to go ahead and kind of connect. I already connect to with the black hole out here in Albuquerque. My guy, shout out to my guy Predator Raider right here. He's on the set right there. Make sure you guys give him a follow. But yeah, he's out here in Albuquerque too. And we got to connect a little bit. So it's always good to connect with all the local fans and stuff like that. So for sure, man. Sweet. Let's see. Mike Dunn, Mac Holmes was solid in Philly when he was there, so should be solid for y'all. Can't speak for the other Eagles fans, but I love Mac in Philly. Mac was here already, bro, and he was solid at that point too. That's what back when we had Derek Carr still, and then literally we had Josh McDummy come in and really rip our team apart. So that was one of the guys that they decided to go ahead and let go. I don't know, but hopefully we possibly could get him back. Maybe. Sweat had a big game because Carter plays such an impact. He should be doubled all night. Sweat Williams was getting home all night, especially Sweat. We didn't blitz. That's one time, but it's crazy. Yeah, I mean your front four was taking it to Mahomes. That's pretty sick. So yeah. My guy Angie Beast. Yeah, Jersey. I bleed green 24/7. There you go, brother. I got family out there in Jersey. So salute to all the Jersey fam out there. North Jersey, bro. That's what's up, but I don't know what part of Jersey you're from. Let's see. I might be Colorado, but I bleed green 24/7, 365. There you go, brother. See, and again, I appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. I'm gonna go through a few more of these chats and might wrap it up in a bit because I do got work. I got an early start tomorrow. So let's see. In the future, I guess okay. All right, but let me kind of go over this poll real quick. Again, I asked you guys earlier, would you like the Raiders to make the trade for Myles Garrett? 56% says hell yes. With 44%, nah, I'm good, bro. 18 votes casted. Make sure you guys hurry on over, cast your vote. I'm gonna go ahead and end that in just a bit. So make sure you guys hit that up before we go. Appreciate you tapping in, brother. As always, you have yourself a good night. Wednesday, I'll see you on Wednesday for sure. If I don't see you on any other chat tomorrow. So I go out and support my people. Anybody who's doing live, you like to go ahead and tap in and be on there and interact as well. So for sure. I go back here. I could try to catch up through these chats. Salute to my guy NJ Raider Locks. Hey, brother. Welcome. Appreciate you. Patterson in the building. Salute, man. I got some family out in Rahway. I forgot how far Rahway is from Patterson, but salute to anybody from Jersey out here, East Coast. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Let's see. Mike says, I want to see Genty go to Denver. They need a running back. They probably would get him. I've seen a few mocks that they do decide to go. They get picked up and shit. So it could be possible they do draft them at wherever they're at. Let's see. EC, if you like Genty, you got to go check out Kyle Monagai out of Rutgers, same size as Genty, has half the carries, two Big Ten rushing champ, has never fumbled in his career. He's such fun to watch. I gotta check him out. I gotta check out film on him, bro. And sometimes, like I was saying, on Saturday, sometimes these guys they don't get exposure, or their ranking is lower because of the school, because of the type of offense that they have. They don't get enough exposure, or the offense is not really good to really highlight and really showcase their skills. So, that's where the scouting comes in. You pick up on certain things that this guy might be one to watch. So yeah, I gotta catch up on that guy for sure. NJ, I'm in South Jersey. You need to move down. Too damn expensive out there. Damn. I heard South Jersey is expensive for sure. All right, my guy, Raider Fools Chris. Appreciate you tapping in. Thank you for joining me on this Monday night. I will see you on Wednesday. If I don't see you, if I don't talk to you tomorrow, and any shot pop in, so we'll see what happens. But all right, man. And that, like EC says, Eagles took over the chat. Congrats. My son's an Eagles fan. I despise the Chiefs, so it was about to see them get dominated. Facts, brother. It was a great game. The important thing is that they let them fucking play straight up. And we thought early on, here we go again. Fucking refs, meddling and showing favoritism, but they did shit the right way. They fucking knew they're under the microscope, so they let them go ahead and play, and we saw the outcome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. But I believe that is all for today. I'm going to go ahead and close this poll up. And again, I asked you guys, would you like the Raiders to trade for Myles Garrett? 55% says hell yes, with 44% no, I'm good. 18 votes casted. So appreciate everybody participating on that poll. On the poll before that, I try to go ahead and do this for you guys because these are fun and interactive on every show that I do. So, but I think that is it for today. Um, Again, appreciate everybody tapping in today. Thank you, Tyler. You have a blessed night too. Thank you. Appreciate you. EC, again, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for everybody hanging out. All the Eagles fans, hey man, thank you for tapping in, chopping it up. Again, salute to you guys. Congrats on the win. You guys did it. You guys stopped the Chiefs from three-peating and did it in a very spectacular fashion. And it was not a close game, which is even better. Fuck yeah. But again, I appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Again, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys head over and smash that subscribe button for me. Help support the show. Turn on notifications because sometimes when news drops, I do go on. You don't want to be left out in the dark. You don't want to be left. You want to stay in the know. Make sure you turn on those notifications. For sure. Also, make sure you guys hit those thumbs. Help me spread my algorithm out into YouTube universe and spread the word of the Raiders gospel to all the peoples out there. I'm just kidding. But yeah, make sure you guys hit those thumbs, hit that subscribe button for sure, 100%. And then, as usual, make sure you guys catch me on my socials, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and X at JRaider_505. That's JRaider_505. Make sure you guys do give me a follow like on Instagram and like Threads or TikTok or whatever platform you're on. Sometimes I can't cross post certain stuff because I'll be putting out some funny ass fucking shorts. I can't, since I'm about to get monetized. We're really, really, really getting close to that. I gotta kind of watch what I put on here, so I might step that back as far as some of the funny shorts I put on here. Or I got a little slap on the wrist the other day, so I don't want to get a strike towards this channel. So I might, like for X, it's a free for all. You can post whatever the fuck you want. There's not really any repercussions on Instagram. It's a little bit more lenient than it is on YouTube, but still you got to watch what you post. TikTok, it's almost a free for all. So just make sure you guys head on over and give a quick follow on there. And as always, I do go on 3 times a week. So make sure you guys catch my next show, which is the Raider Connection. Where is my thing? I just made it earlier. Okay, maybe it was on the other one. Okay, there we go. The Raider Connection. So it's myself, my guy Cheeto Linus, Jeff New England Booster, and LB Raider 10. The Raider Connection going down every damn Wednesday. That is a panel show. We do have a special guest on Wednesday. Our guy, AR Afakasi Raider, will be our guest on that show. So make sure you guys tap in for that. It's going to be a good one. He is a big Raider fan out of Australia, out of Perth. So it's going to be good. So make sure you guys tap in for that. And then obviously my morning show, Good Morning Raiders, going down every damn Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific. That is a guest spot. So usually I do have a guest for that show. On this week's show, I will have Chris Protected Shield as my guest. It's going to be a good one, guys. So make sure you guys tap in for that. And obviously, you guys can go ahead and join me every damn Monday night when the news show, Raiders Unfiltered, going down 9 p.m. Pacific here on YouTube. So that is all the shows that I got going on right now. And then sometimes me and Jeff do crazy fucking random shows. We just did that marathon show for 9 hours. That mostly Jeff did those 9 hours. I did about 4.5, 5. Fuck that. That's a lot. But nonetheless, we'll do crazy ass shows like that. I just have to spread them for all the stuff that I got going on. But yeah. But again, thank you guys for tapping in. Appreciate everybody joining me tonight. Sloan, EC, Everett. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you next time. And remember, just Raiders, baby. Peace.